Welcome to Ideation Station, hosted by Alien Edition. I'm your host, Electra Eclipse.
And I'm your other host, Vega Volcanica.
We're thrilled to welcome you to episode 1 of our mini-series in collaboration with G-Hub, Ideation Station.
Today, in celebration of the 1-year anniversary of the DAOs, we are taking a closer look at the top 10 proposals that have made a significant impact in Alien Worlds Syndicates.
Why do we have to choose? It's hard to choose.
We have to choose because you'd never stop talking if we didn't.
Yes, you have a good point. We selected proposals based on some criteria, since there's a lot of proposals that have been proposed in the Alien Worlds DAOs. At the time of this recording, there's been over 2,710 proposed proposals. That's a lot.
Well, not all proposals get passed. Some get canceled or simply don't get enough votes to pass.
I guess custodians passed on those proposals?
And I will pass on that joke. But we did have some criteria around the proposals we chose to talk about today. Electra, tell the lovely viewers what went into consideration.
Certainly. For our top 10 picks, we looked at what proposals created good tools, community impact, or had far-reaching community effect. Keep in mind that it is really hard to pick just 10. There's so many amazing things that have come from the syndicates, and these are just a few of our favorites.
Let's get to it. Proposal number 10, the Neri Billboard. An oldie but a goldie. This is one of my favorites this year because this had a huge accomplishment in bridging the DAOs into real life.
And one of the first really big ones we saw come from the DAOs. This billboard was live for a week in Las Vegas, Nevada. For me personally, when I read about the Neri Billboard, it really changed my perspective on what was possible from the DAOs and inspired me to try Alien Worlds again.
Wait, you tried it and then stopped?
Yeah, it was before the DAO game was released, so just the mining part of Alien Worlds, which I found to be understimulating.
So if not for the Neri Billboard, you wouldn't be here.
Yep, and neither would you.
I see. The ripple effect.
Ripples and waves would fit the effects of proposal number 9. Kavian sends a custodian to represent them at X3P conference.
I quickly see a theme emerging.
Even Alien Worlds official Twitter retweeted the article the Interplanetary Federation came out with about this. It connected lore, alien avatars, and also bridged our little Alien Worlds metaverse into real life. Atomic Atom was the custodian who went to represent Kavian, who also happens to be an alien avatar character.
X3P is a blockchain-based gaming conference that happened in Los Angeles, so it's pretty fitting, but also a powerful move, especially because he was a character. People were really curious about him and why he was there. So for folks who didn't know about Alien Worlds, it sets the tone of what's possible to achieve from the DAO.
Definitely a winner. Proposal number 8, the Interplanetary Unconference. This actually happened twice this year and was achieved through a few proposals passed by multiple syndicates.
I like this one because it was a great chance for custodians to try a project that could have a wide community impact. Though the turnout for the first unconference was low, there also weren't many people in the community compared to the second time the unconference happened. Most recently, we saw an incredible community turnout for this event, with 30 projects submitting to the hackathon and over 100 people in the Telegram group. A bunch of C-level higher-ups even joined in to support the event,
including the donation of a notable 1 million trillium by Michael Yates.
Proposals offer the syndicates opportunity to try out ideas as a test bed of whether or not community can accept an idea. This is an excellent example of exactly how that can be scaled in the future as communities grow and their needs change.
Which is exactly why number 7 was on my list. Interplanetary transmission!
Oh yes, a favorite for sure.
Vega and I helped take over a billboard in New York City's world-famous Times Square to showcase Alien Edition.
So the Neri Billboard was like a placeholder for being able to test the same idea differently.
Bingo! It got a lot of attention, and Alien Worlds official Twitter also got a lot of mileage off that article. So in this way, it has a big community reach, both as a grandiose example of how awesome the DAOs are, but for the Alien Worlds communities to be proud of as well. And at a conference, it's a great showpiece.
On to the next, proposal number 6, the in-person NFT meetup in Las Vegas. This one came before Kavian sent its custodian to X3P, so it was already sort of a test for this type of engagement. The official alien avatar NFT character of Kavian, Kavia Atabiana, passed out flyers for an Alien Worlds contest on the Fremont Street in Las Vegas, merging alien avatars with lore and the real-life outreach.
And what an event it was! The performance was filmed and minted into an NFT and was the basis that expands my next selection for top 10 proposals. Number 5, Galactic Lore. More lore!
Yes, Galactic Lore came into existence on the Consortium. Consortium was the first G-Hubs recipient, and it's a wonderful tool for the Alien Worlds community. It allows users to log in with their Wax wallet, create communities and polls, and vote on-chain. You even get poll tokens for voting. So to support this amazing infrastructure, an engagement pilot program was created to reward the first 10 people who created a poll and got 5 votes in it.
Correct. The pilot was expanded through a few follow-up proposals to include all the syndicate communities on Consortium, as well as the Galactic Lore Consortium, which was the first community on Consortium. Galactic Lore featured a unique govern-your-own-quest style of lore, where readers could vote on the next chapter on the Galactic Lore Consortium and earn poll tokens for engaging.
This began to seed the community with the idea of interactive lore, which led to my next selection, proposal number 4. The Lord Engagement Pilot Program.
More lore!
Of course.
The Lore Engagement Pilot Program was sponsored in part through a series of proposals that expanded the program scope from 1 Lore Lord to 3, and increased their reward from 10,000 trillium for the whole program to 10,000 trillium for each story they wrote after they all were selected for the role of Lore Lord.
That seems like a nice surprise, and a good way to involve the community in the creation of lore, engaging more community in existing infrastructure, and giving community members a chance to engage with other community members in a more official way.
We even got to interview the Lore Lords on Alien Edition and supported them by offering our viewers rewards for voting in the lore and even reading the lore on the show.
Speaking of the show, it's time for proposal number 3, the Content Creation Pilot Program. Alien Edition was made possible in part by the support of the Content Creation Pilot Program. Are you starting to see a trend here?
That the power of proposals reaches far beyond the initial impact of the proposals, setting forth into the future opportunities for proposals to connect to other proposals in a way that's supportive but not dependent as a test bed for what future players might be able to do?
Yeah, something like that.
We owe so much of Alien Edition to the proposals that contributed to the Content Creation Pilot Program. It's exciting for us because it's helped us get established enough to apply for a G-Hubs grant. And we see that happen a lot through various community-built projects that start in the syndicate.
Like proposal number 2, MSig Chat. This one is high on the list for a few reasons. It gives a potential solution to a big foundational problem in Alien Worlds, that custodians have no official unified way to communicate with each other. MSig Chat is a new chat app that mirrors the syndicate elections, so as a custodian change, the permissions of who can enter the chat change as well.
That's not all, though. As the title implies, MSig groups can also make private encrypted groups to chat with their Wax wallet. So groups like the Interplanetary Federation, made up of 10 founding members, can use something like this instead of being pulled between Telegram, Discord, or Signal.
Which brings us to our number 1 selection for top proposals in the Alien Worlds Syndicates, the proposal that started it all for the Interplanetary Federation, the legendary Cavian Transfer.
Ooh, yes. A heavy contender in the Dow, the Interplanetary Federation can be traced back to one proposal that created quite the international uproar, but also accomplished one very important goal: more Dow engagement.
While there have been many proposals passed in support of the Interplanetary Federation, it was that first initial one that ignited custodians to participate in a way that the DAOs have not seen before.
And from that first proposal, so much has been set in motion. We're excited to see the IPF DAO getting closer to launching and seeing how the Alien Worlds communities will co-create with it.
Well, folks, that concludes our Ideation Station 1-year anniversary celebration tribute to the DAO.
Oh, well, we hope you enjoyed our top 10 proposals and look forward to seeing you on one of our live segments or in one of our community groups. Links to everything can be found in the description below.
And don't forget to smash that like button.
Until next time, it's time to mine!